since people struggle to find a second tank for the second boss in the God of Monsters raid, at least the regular version, I decided to upload this video because it's basically just one tank tanking these bosses. Now, I don't normally play in this tune, so as far as the ice shield rotation, whatever I have on and stuff, I think I'm wearing synthetics. That you just probably go to somebody else who's more specialized in ice. But as far as just the whole surviving and all that, it's pretty straightforward. These are pretty easy bosses. If this was something like an elite content, I'd obviously up my game, and I'd have to be more conservative on my rotations of my shields, and obviously mod favorably to that raid. But because it's just regular and whatever, don't really ask me too many questions about ice because I don't really know too much about it. I just know the basics. And as far as execution goes and actual gameplay, well then obviously, I can stay alive and all that. So going to this, you can use one tank. My league mates pug more than I do, so I think they've seen this before. So I just decided to throw it in there, and because of my low CR on the tank, or at least entry level, I was able to get away with this. And aside from being an easy ice tanking power, or tanking power of ice, that also helps to get away with it. So here what you do is Phoenix, when I first did this raid, I noticed that Phoenix doesn't move too often, and I think it might be because it's a proximity boss. So with the Phoenix, you can actually just keep them in one spot. What you'll do is you'll have a tank go anywhere in that map and then just do a taunt. And then the three mobile bosses like the Minotaur, the Gorgon, and the Harpy will most likely and most often jump at you, and of course you're the tank. And then of course the Phoenix will most of the time will stay in the spot that he's at. And then obviously you tank the three bosses, assuming you can handle it, and then the group will just DPS down the Phoenix. And then ideally you want to get, of course, the Minotaur far away so that the Phoenix doesn't shield up. So once you've done that, then the group, assuming there is burn, high CRs, you could definitely burn the Phoenix, get rid of it, and then of course the group will come back, and then you just have to worry about the Minotaur, taking him down first. Since he shields, he'll go down, and then you could just focus on the Harpy and the Gorgon Trickster. And that's usually all. That's basically the trick to just solo tanking this. So going forward, at least this video might help out. Again, as far as what I'm doing with the ice shields and all that, it's just me getting on this tune because I haven't used it in a while. So again, don't take my word for it on 100% on what I'm doing with these shields, but this is one method that you can do. Hopefully you can silence me and watch it again, and you'll see what we did in terms of isolating these bosses.